Hi, so it's Saturday morning. I'm back working on the Mini Cooper. Yesterday I managed to get the drive shaft in on the driver's side and the whole thing back together, but I realized that I need new tie rod ends, and those are important for steering, and they have a small ball joint in them, and this end isn't bad at all, but I thought while I'm in here I'm going to replace them. It's rusty. This is still pretty stiff. There needs to be some give in that. Ball joints. I'm going to be replacing the ball joint on this passenger side. I already did the other side. These are old ball joints. That one's rather exploded, pretty obviously no good. This one is this is from the passenger side, but it's like a joystick. It's way too easy to move. The point of a ball joint is this sits in the steering knuckle in this socket. If you can see that. I don't know if you can. Probably not. There we go. This sits in this socket and then goes down through this lower control arm. And the control arm, this is part of the suspension, obviously. The steering knuckle has the brake caliper, the shock tower, the tie rod end attaches to it. So when I turn the steering wheel, it turns this whole thing, and it's spinning on ball joints. And the ball joint rocks and moves as the wheel goes up and down. Everything in the front end especially, but sometimes in the rear ends as well, everything needs to be able to move in all directions and move smoothly. Ball joints are something that used to always scare me. Every time I went to get a car inspected, you need new ball joints, and it was expensive to have somebody put them in. They're not difficult to put in. This is a brand new ball joint, and I can't move this with one hand with my thumb. This is tight. This is the way it should be. It should be difficult to move. I will end up putting this up in here. If you can see that at all, I don't know. That will, okay, I can't do this one-handed. But I also ordered new tie rod ends, and they're not in yet. So today I'm gonna put the ball joint in on this side and manage to put the drive shaft in on this side, and then I'm just waiting for the tie rod ends to come in from Amazon later today. Ball joints are important. They keep your wheel on the road where it needs to be. If they're loose, like this one, or exploded, like this one, then they're not doing anything, and your wheels are going to flop around in directions they're not supposed to flop around in. It can cause wear and tear on the entire front end, wear and tear on the tires, but it also is dangerous. So that's why it's a big inspection point. They jack up your car a little bit, stick a crowbar under the tire, and go up and down with it, and it should go up and down smoothly, but it shouldn't wiggle at the same time. It should be tight. And that's all there is to ball joints. They're not that difficult. These are tiny because this is a tiny car. A little trickier on a big truck, but still the same routine, same thing. They are sitting in a socket somewhere. You might need special tools to remove them. In this case, I was able to remove them with what's called a ball joint fork. This goes, you put this between the ball joint and the steering knuckle, and you slam it with a hammer, and it wedges itself in and pops it out. That was part of what did this one in, but they were bad anyway. So anyway, that's all for now. Bye.